In the Pacific Northwest, the battle to claim the Apple Cup always hotly contested. And even when these teams have struggled and winless seasons have been part of the equation, that just intensified the resolve to bring home the Apple. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, facing off with another team from the Pac-12, the Washington Huskies. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Huskies about to kick it away and get this season started. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Washington State Cougars offense will start this game off with the football. Wazzu will savor any victory it gets over the Huskies, and certainly they enjoyed that close one last year.
You dang right, and they should enjoy that last one. They got left when the conference realignment thing happened, but they got a chance in the last meeting to...
Turning it on! Fighting off the defender. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
They're going to ride this running back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Back to pass on second down. It's complete on the right side. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Ellison. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Guys, let's take a minute and talk a little Washington State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Wazzu headed to the line with another first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Cougars! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
The Huskies offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting got these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He'll pull it on the read. Quarterback gets the first down. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Let's talk for just a second about Washington. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Oh, it's a reverse. Breaks the tackle. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this first game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably nervous too, right? Like, first big-time stage, big-time moment. A lot of young talent. Let's see how they start their career off.
He'll let it go to the left. And he's got it inside the 10. Defense knocks him down. immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. The Huskies trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Huskies! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part and the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Ellison. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the 1st quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. A continual subplot since these two first squared off in 1900 is Washington State trying to prove it deserves the same respect and status as UW.
I think oftentimes the great rivalries out west are forgotten in college football. This game between Washington and Washington State is absolutely fantastic, and I'm so happy that with conference realignment, they were able to keep this game on the schedule because it is always fun to watch.
It is fun, and it's for the Apple Cup. And here's the cool thing. These teams, they're not the same conference anymore. They used to be for years. But this rivalry still lives because it still matters to the Washington and Washington State fans.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. He's looking to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Westbrook. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave it the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On 4th down, going to the air. Makes a grab past the marker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Washington State has it all working right now. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. It'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got a man. It's Westbrook. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Finds his back in the middle. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Washington State can get it in. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wazzu! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it out. It's Green. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Williams looking for a man. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Wazzu offense onto the field again. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. Offense working from the pistol. On the option. Now the toss. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Fires left. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Got some room to run. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Husky.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback thrown over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. West Virginia is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Alabama. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got stuffed on first down and 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Soft spot in the middle. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down. You know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Rides the back on the option. The give. Breaks into the open. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9. He has 60 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Williams will pass. They're working that left side. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line. They
the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They'll try to blast their way in. Finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's caught. It's Ellison. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Washington State.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Smashes it between the uprights. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the third. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Huskies and Cougars.
And he'll bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They'll run the option. Finding open areas. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Cougars have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Trying play action. Makes the grab on the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
This is so great to see, and it's such a big part of the evolution in college football today with spread offense, up-tempo, RPO game. QBs have got to be great with their ball mechanics in the play-action game. You saw...
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That last play, just about as disastrous as it gets, and it makes it worse because now you have to deal with 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Duggar. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Jumped on top of the pile.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? On the move. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Washington State. And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. With the catch, it's Williams.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a 1st down.
And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive. moving, and they've got it at the 45. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
Really nice looking pinpoint throw there. And when I think back to Husky QBs, you think about Warren Moon, you think about Mark Brunell, the Heward brothers. What about Jake Browning? All made really good decisions. This guy, he's got a lot of arm talent, but he's also very.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got it in the middle, it's Lawson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It'll be 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. Got it in the middle. It's Lawson. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Now, 4th down.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Touchdown, Washington. A great catch and run for 6. Looking for the time with the extra point. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Grab near the marker, it's Ellison. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Lost a throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Freeman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Finds his man. It's Freeman. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's right. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Using his feet to buy time. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Freeman. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The snap sets up to throw. They'll run the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cougars. They move on top here on the 4th. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Leaves it with the back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
These two guys... just on the same wavelength. They make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on.
There he goes. He's at the touchdown, Washington. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Eastern Michigan is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 11 to San Jose State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Snagged in the middle. It's Ellison. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Now on the move. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ellison. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
The run from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. Pick up at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Looking to fire. He uncorks one deep. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
Throws to the wideout. It's complete. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Williams will pass. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looks as if he's going to run it. Turning it on. Quick with the spin move. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they... able to kneel this one out.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Motion from the wideout. They'll try the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
He got nowhere, but now it's decision time. If it's 3rd down, listen, if I go get this 1st down, there's a good chance this ball game's over. The clock's going to run out. So how aggressive do I want to be on this 3rd down?
Well, I want to be aggressive if I'm on defense. You could tell in these last couple of plays, they've been selling out, putting a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, anticipating the offense, trying to run the football.
And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. What a tough break, a potential tying score nullified by the penalty, and now they'll have to see if they can get it done again. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Finds him out of the backfield. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Tonight, Couganet will carry an entirely different connotation. It stands for taking down your rival as Wazzu wins the Apple Cup. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.